Today I will be talking about and highlighting the effects of technology on the classroom and the effects of technology addiction within the classroom when it comes to primary and secondary school students.
What is technology addiction? Technology addiction is the current generation may rely on many forms of technology in their everyday life and they cannot function without this technology. To a certain extent this is true. Technology is so important in the current day and helps with many things from communication, educational aids to everyday games and use for enjoyment, but it is becoming an addiction for the younger generation. The reality is people are becoming more and more dependent on technology devices. Personally, I use my smartphone daily for things like calendars, shopping lists, connecting to friends and family members, so I'm always connected to the world using my device. Is technology addiction a reality, and how is it affecting students in schools? I strongly believe that technology addiction is a reality amongst the current generation, and specifically secondary school students. As highlighted by Scott and Wood in 2016, students spend over 50% of their time on technology, accessing social media, and some teenagers even struggle to get the recommended sleep per night because they are constantly being interrupted and engaged in social media on technology late in the night. We can only imagine the impact of lack of sleep due to technology addiction is having on a classroom. Technology addiction is a real issue and it will continue to affect the classroom. My third and final point is how will technology affect education? According to Scott and Wood 2016, technology addiction will impact teenagers in the areas of anxiety, poor sleep, low self-esteem, and even depression in some cases. These are very serious health issues and will definitely impact students within a classroom. With mental health of students at risk, technology addiction will have a negative impact on education and students' overall mental health.
Next, I'm going to be highlighting the key areas how technology and technology addiction will affect my future teaching practice. How will technology be used as a tool for teaching and my teaching practice in the future? From as early as the primary school, technology such as iPads is being used as educational tools in schools. This will continue to rapidly change and improve, as does technology. Having the access to technology in senior schools will give us as teachers the advantage to supply such things as books, journal articles, research material, and overall general classroom content to students with ease. And these are just some ways technology will aid ourselves as teachers in the future. And this was highlighted by Kersey 2016. As a teacher in the future, there are things that we do need to be careful of, though, when it comes to technology in the classroom. There can be many issues when dealing with technology, like the inconsistencies in the issues you can have with technology, and also the main topic of this presentation, technology addiction. This issue is serious when it comes to students within your class. If you're not careful, addiction can impact your classroom in a very negative way and also impact your students in a very negative way. Technology addiction can affect the classroom in a very negative way. As mentioned earlier, addiction to technology and social media can have serious effects on the mental health and safety of your students. The mental health of your students can be affected in areas such as anxiety, poor sleep, low self-esteem, and depression. And this will overall impact the learning ability of your classroom and the safety of the students within your class. These are things that we definitely need to be aware of as teachers in the future. For the next part of this presentation, I'm going to highlight and discuss the information I've found throughout my further research and readings on the areas of technology addiction by the following authors. Within the reading by Scott and Wood 2015, the idea of technology addiction and social media addiction amongst secondary school students is addressed. As highlighted, it is important to know the effects of social media and technology addiction use and how it can lead to serious mental health issues in adolescents, such as poor sleep quality, anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Furthermore, in conclusion, it is a very useful and reliable source. It gives myself a deeper understanding of the issues surrounding technology addiction in schools. The further reading by Orlando 2015 addresses the pros and cons of using technology as an educational tool at a young age and takes a different stance as the previous reading. The key concepts Orlando puts forward is the idea that maybe we are scared of young children being exposed to technology at a young age because of the idea technology can become addictive. In saying that, instead, we should embrace technology and use it correctly in schools and in moderation. Technology can be the perfect learning tool for students at every age. The perfect example of a teaching aid that can be used at a young age is reading eggs. Finally, the journal article by Kersey highlights the ideas that technology can play a massive role within the classroom for all ages. Having access to technology in senior and primary schools will give us as teachers the advantage to supply such things as books, journal articles, research material, and overall classroom content to students with ease. Overall, technology can be the perfect learning tool for students and the perfect educational tool for teachers. In saying that, it is vital that we know the serious issues that arise with technology addiction and that we are mindful when it comes to using technology in schools. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my presentation, and here are the supporting articles and reference lists that were used throughout the presentation. Thank you.